Hey guys, it's Rob, and Sony finally reveals all the games on the PlayStation Classic, so let's talk about it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you guys want more gaming news by me, Robo Rob. So leading up to yesterday, I was really worried that the PlayStation Classic was going to be less than stellar. With only showing us 5 games initially, I was worried that the games they picked were not the best, and I was a little wrong and a little right. The games that will be on the PlayStation Classic are as follows: Battle Arena Toshinden, Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Edition, Revelation Persona, Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, and Wild Arms. Now don't get me wrong, some of these are fantastic games like Final Fantasy VII and Twisted Metal, but then there are odd games like Oddworld Abe's Odyssey and Intelligent Cube. Yeah, have you ever thought to yourself, man, I wish I could play some Intelligent Cube right now? No one's ever thought of that. Some of these on the list are not good, or not even worth buying the Retro Console for. There are a couple obvious games that should be on here, like Twisted Metal 2 and Tomb Raider, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, and a lot more. Now, why could this be? Why did they put all these horrible games on this system? Not saying that all of them are horrible, but some of them are. Now, there are a couple suggestions I have. One could be that Spyro is being remastered and Crash Bandicoot has already been remastered and released. As to not take the sales away from those two, they opted to not include those games. Licensing can also be a problem. Not every game will be available, much like Nintendo's Nintendo 64 Classic if they end up making that in some of its rare games. Let's not forget about the PSN store either. There's still money to be made there for Sony, so they might not want to put those games that would have made money over time. Now, it probably won't be too long until people open this thing up and turn it into an emulation machine for PS1 games, but until then you guys are stuck with this list when you buy the PlayStation Classic. Now, there are two versions for the PlayStation Classic. There are one that's going to be released in the US, which this is the US list, and there's one that's going to be released in Japan that has a different list. In Japan's list is much better. It has games like Armored Core, Final Fantasy VII International Edition, it has Parasite Eve, it has all these great games on here. Why couldn't you have these games instead of these other games that probably nobody really wants? Not nobody, because of course there are going to be people who want these games, but there are games on the Japanese list that are really good and should be on the American PlayStation Classic. Overall, I'm disappointed in the selection. While there are games on there that I like, it's missing big and obvious games, and Japan's list is a lot better, and they could have added those onto the US list. This is the PlayStation Classic. All these games on the systems should be classics, or so to some degree enjoyable to play, or games that we loved. This is a very much a nostalgia machine. It's supposed to make you feel nostalgic towards the PlayStation 1, but I don't think anyone who's going to play Intelligent Cube is going to feel nostalgic at all. But that's just my opinion. Tell me your opinion down in the comment section below, and for more gaming news, subscribe to Robo Rob, and I'll see you guys in the next video.